new Carti album this Friday. New music, Carti, Travis Scott dropping today. Carti dropping again tonight.
Today we're going to be reviewing I Am Music by Playboi Carti. Now, if I'm being completely honest and transparent, I had no intentions of doing an album review for this particular project. The only reason I've really listened to it was because of the Kendrick feature for Good Credit. I listened to that song a bunch of times. I liked it, and I was like, you know what, let me not be a Kendrick Glazer, and let me just actually listen to this entire project and see exactly what's going on here. Like, I'm not going to act like I'm not a Playboi Carti fan. Like, I'm not a big fan of his, but I like some of his music. I like his sound and all that stuff. So I went through, listened to it a couple of times, and the album is not bad. Like, I saw a lot of chatter online about this album before I actually listened to it, and I'm not going to lie, it kind of swayed me and my expectations for it, which that rarely happens. Like, I'm usually not swayed by, what the internet or YouTube says about an album before I actually listen to it. But the noise around this project was so loud, coming from people my age and older, like millennials and people in their, mid 40s, even pushing 50s. But as someone who listens to like Uzi and Young Thug, Rico Nasty, Future, Travis Scott, like, I enjoyed this album, like the production, the songs, the bars, the vibe. Like, the vibe just kind of fit the whole, rockstar rage rap type of sound, the whole vamp life thing. And like, is the album a little bloated for me? Yes, it's entirely too long, but it's been 5 years since its last album, so we clearly had a lot to say. But the main point I wanted to get across in this album review is that what this album really emphasized for me is that we need more artists like Playboi Carti and Lil Yachty and Ice Spice and Trippie Redd or whoever, who are going to push the sound of hip hop into new areas. Is it possible for me to not like that new type of sound? Yeah, totally possible. Everybody's not going to like everything, and that's okay. No genre of music has evolved more than hip hop in this short amount of time. Going from where it originated from, New York. We all remember the early New York sound, to going to, West Coast G-Funk, the crunk and trap era in Atlanta, chopped and screwed sounds from Texas, bass music in Miami, drill in Chicago, the triple flow in Memphis, Detroit, Mississippi, Toronto, England. Like, all these places have their own style and sound. Playboi Carti is just pushing the sound forward. Everybody's not going to like him, and that's fine. It really is. I remember when Atlanta first started taking over, people didn't like that sound, and now it's the sound of the last almost 2 decades. People currently, the West Coast is starting to make a lot of noise, and there are people who don't like that sound currently. Hip hop is going to continue to evolve, whether you like it or not.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.